Emotional intelligence. What is it? It's our ability to understand, manage, and use our emotions in ways that alleviate our stress, communicate more effectively, empathize with others, and overcome and diffuse conflict. It brings a higher awareness to how you walk through life. It's the ability to make a cup of coffee appear out of thin air using your social skills. But it's not just about knowing what to say, it's about knowing when to say it, appearing in the room and disappearing in the room fluidly when you need to. You see, we all come into this world to explore, but the issue is that we don't have a roadmap on how to explore. We don't have a compass on how to navigate this world, so we have to create it ourselves. As humans, we have praised our intelligence as being the reason for the success of our species in its exploration of this planet. And for the longest time, we've defined that as our IQ, which is the ability to manage our thoughts, ideas, and knowledge. But studies have suggested that EQ, the ability to manage yourself and other people, might lead to more success later on through the journey of your life. Why is that? Well, though it's important to obviously make good intellectual decisions, the ability to build relationships with those around you allows you to turn your network into your net worth. And I'm not just talking money, because when you have a high value, the sky is the limit. You have to get familiar with not just the body you're in, but how you drive the body you're in. Because sometimes it can get overwhelming and you can crash. So you have to look at yourself in the mirror, literally, and ask yourself, what are your drivers? What are your triggers? And how can you declutter your mind so you can bring clarity to your thoughts? Once you do this, you can step outside of the box and find the social contract, find the unspoken rules that constitute the society you navigate through. It's important to note that your emotional intelligence does not oppose your logic and reason. In fact, it is logic and reason. It is your intelligence filtering your emotions and bringing clarity to how you feel and how you think. It helps pinpoint the articulation of your emotions by going beyond our artificial languages. English, Spanish, Hindi, these are all man-made constructs of communication. But the way us mammals naturally communicate is through our emotional intelligence. Just like the way you talk to your dog. Your dog doesn't understand English, but what they do understand is your tonality, the energy that you give off, the vibe that you give off, the sounds that you're making. It associates them with different emotions. For example, if I use a low Batman voice,
"Do you want a Scooby snack?"
she gets intimidated and runs away. But if I say the exact same thing with a higher pitch and slightly lower my volume,
"Do you want a Scooby snack?"
totally different reaction. Once you figure out a way to master one emotion, it will pave the way to master the other ones. It's a simple case of trial and error. As you climb your way up through these obstacles, through the chaos of emotions, so that you can utilize these emotions, you'll be able to better differentiate emotions with other people and yourself, which will enhance the quality of your life. But perhaps the biggest obstacle to emotional intelligence, besides this branch right here, is that society teaches us to suppress our emotions, that we're too sensitive. When we don't validate our own, then we will have trouble validating other people's, and hence we will lack the empathy to be aware of other people's attitudes. So the point of validating isn't just to be more emotional, but to be able to differentiate and analyze different emotions. Then we can appreciate them, even the negative ones. For example, depression has a negative connotation, but it is simply a powerful way to appreciate something that we have lost. So shifting our awareness can help lessen the effects of mental illness and bring a better quality to life. Of course, we can only reach so many viewpoints and peaks in our lives until we are met with Newton's law of an equal and opposite force as the day turns to night. And it's only with our emotional intelligence can we shine a light into our shadow selves and find out what we have locked in there. And once we are able to bring it back into our conscious awareness, we can better regulate ourselves. We can be more relaxed with our emotions, even the dark ones sitting at the edge of our skin. And having control over them reflects on how we control our personal relationships with friends and family, and succeed in many avenues of life, as you realize humans will buy emotions more than the information itself. For example, we create a fire to stay warm, but why create the fire outside when we can be safe inside with our heaters and not have to worry about putting so much work into keeping this source of heat going? Beyond the logic of the fire lies the emotions that we are silently consuming. It illuminates the atmospherics of the night, as a warm and cozy glow of the fire slowly hypnotizes you to indulge in every bite of your food. It engages us in telling stories, encourages us to dance, sets us in the mood to make music, and even entertaining mischief.
Oh shit.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video all the way through. This topic was requested by Patreon Chris, and if you want to learn more about emotional intelligence, be sure to check out my book coming out next month called Wisdom Through Psychology. I extensively talk more about emotional intelligence in this book, and if you want your name featured at the end of the book, be sure to join me on Patreon, because all of my Patreon names will be included at the end of this book. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.
Why are you standing? Arjun, you look like an old man, just like get off my lawn.
Dude, I was literally at Ralph's yesterday looking for a charcoal lighter, and they're like, whatever you do, do not squirt this into the fire. Dude.